Welcome, I am Civillain, and I am here with some of the Granite Accidents, a careful selection of the Granite Accidents. We've got BirdyBot.
Hello.
We've got DwarfComic.
Hello.
And we have got Gremdevel.
Salutations, this is Gremdevel.
And we're playing some 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons over Roll20.net.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
It is.
And we've got a bit of a setup. I'll tell the story so far for our dear viewers.
This is I think it's worth saying, this is a Dwarf Fortress themed Dungeons and Dragons 5e.
That's right.
Game.
Yes. We're combining some interests here.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So yes, I will tell you the tale of the start of this game. You were all residents of a wealthy dwarven fortress called Febtumos, Arrow Squat. The fortress was of a moderate size, but it was old, and the mines ran deep. Late one summer afternoon, you saw an ore unlike anything else brought up from the mines. It was a pale, shimmering blue, impossibly strong and impossibly light. Crowds gathered to stare, to touch it, to speculate on what it could be used for.
Cotton
And that
candy.
evening, the screams began. You survived by virtue of the fact that you were on the surface when you heard the screams from below. Screams and inhuman roars. Dwarves stumbled out of the entrance to the fortress, some sobbing, some staring blankly into space, and some just unable to stop screaming. You and 2 others were the only ones on the surface, and so the only ones with any shred of composure. By you and 2 others, I mean you all individually. The 3 of you collectively were the only ones on the surface. And so the 3 of you helped those who could not walk onto the wagons, rounding up what supplies you could find, and set out before those things, which apparently were huge, so strong, and we were so small. Oh, we were so small. Could catch up. You have traveled for weeks, heading north, following a half-remembered rumor of a mighty dwarven stronghold. You, along with the 2 others who were already outside, have become the de facto leaders of the group by virtue of the fact that you were the only ones who are in good shape. You have many injured dwarves among you who need more healing than you can get from the back of a wagon. Many died on the journey, but you have made it to the fabled stronghold, and it is completely deserted, partially reclaimed by the forest around it. However, its walls are strong and its defenses can be rebuilt. You are nearly out of food and water, and some of the injured will not survive any longer on the wagon. It looks like you must take this fortress as your own. Strike the earth, but strike the earth situation.
So,
Again.
Civillain, I'm really bad at listening and paying attention,
Yes.
as you know. So, the 3 of us were not in Febtumos when it fell?
You were part of the fortress.
Right.
You were members of the fortress, but you survived by virtue of the fact that you just happened to be on the surface when
Gotcha.
some bad things happened.
And this fortress that we're at now, it was abandoned. What do we know about it?
Yeah. So you sort of followed a rumor of a mighty dwarven stronghold, but now that you've shown up, it looks like it's been empty for quite a while.
Okay. And a
Does it have
formerly
a name?
abandoned fortress.
You don't know what the name is.
Oh.
You might need to give it your own name.
Oh, we can name it ourselves.
You can name it. So, would you like to introduce yourselves? If you do your character's name, a brief description, and tell us, and your character's pronouns, and tell us what the other characters would know about your character. Yes. Cool. BirdyBot?
Sure. My name's Millie Greystone. Millie Greystone is a squat little female dwarf who has wild dreadlocked hair with like dog teeth tied into it.
Gross.
I guess she was outside the fortress because she's an assigned animal trainer. So she works hard with animals. She stinks like constantly.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, like wet dog. And she wears like a patchwork sort of quilted sheet with like a belt. So very little like clothing to speak of, just more of like a sheet. And the last thing you should know about her is, well, people would notice that she has only one ear. The other one has been torn off, and she's missing a lot of teeth.
Wow.
Oh.
Classy.
Excellent.
People
Next
think
up.
she's weird, I think. Is what people would know about her. She's weird and she stinks.
But those aren't her teeth in her beard.
No, those are dog teeth, weirdly.
Oh, okay.
Civillain, before we start, I can see all the way into the fortress, by the way. Like, my line of sight goes all the way back.
Your line of sight goes all the way back?
Yep.
Same here.
Your line of sight should not be that far.
Yep, I see a creature. That's what I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
no, you don't. Shush.
Stop
Stop looking.
That's meta knowledge. I won't let that affect my gameplay.
Don't.
You see a,
You're
you
just
see a
shuffling
preacher?
over to get a look over.
The
How about
lizard
this?
runs in.
How about now?
Um,
Can you see any less?
no, I don't. I mean, I see the same
Length?
distance, but I do not see the creature anymore.
Maybe because you already had seen it? I already
That's
sent
because I
it.
moved it.
You're right.
Let's see. I'm gonna quickly fix this. Why didn't you tell me this before we started? Okay.
I
I'll
didn't
use
see the
this. How
creature. I
much
didn't
can you
look
see?
that far into the fortress. I didn't know what you wanted us to
I
see.
think this is a little bit broken. It's just giving you full vision.
Okay,
So that's fine. We're just gonna ignore that for now. Don't mind that. You can just see far into the fortress.
I can.
Sure.
It's fine. Okay. Where were we? Next up, DC. Tell us about your character.
Oh, Kildrak Battlehammer. He is.
Oh.
Yes, he's awesome. He is a dwarf. He is a soldier, a scout. He's very honorable, very noble. There's been rumors. The other two would probably heard some rumors about him. He had an extensive battle, and kind of went crazy. And that's about all you know about it. He's done some excellent things outside of that, but he kind of went crazy, and people kind of look at him a little different now because he kind of has some weird magical powers. Weird things happen around him. So he is a sorcerer, wild magic. But he is a mountain dwarf. He is lawful good, so he's very honorable, very noble when he can. And the thing that he cares most about is his clan, his nation. So again, just a very, very strong soldier. Looks awesome. Looks stoic. Looks
awesome.
He's just the best. But no, he has a little stigma around him just from stories. They're not certain exactly what happened, but they know he's kind of odd in that regards.
Okay.
I love the artwork you did for him. He's so cool.
BirdyBot, is Millie neutral? Or do we not know?
Neutral.
Neutral.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and Graham.
I will be playing Mosesi. Mosesi is, it's a Dwarf Fortress themed game, so I figured I'd be an animal person. So he is a lizard folk.
Awesome.
He is neutral, just like Millie, and he is, they're necromancers in Dwarf Fortress. So he is a necromancer, or really, he's a cleric with the death domain. So what you know about him, his physical description: Mosesi is tall, narrow-shouldered, as many lizard folk, and like his tribe, his scales are bone white. His eyes are emerald green with large circular pupils. Light marks of black and pink scatter across the underside of his large square jaw, as well as around the few segment lines of a lithe tail extending from his thin but muscular body. Protruding ridges extend around the top of his eyes down to his nostrils. His stance is awkward and his stare unsettling, even for a lizard folk. What you probably know about him is that he spends a lot of his time. He spent a lot of time in Febtumos. He was there for a long time, mostly hanging out in the library, not talking to too many people. But you may have heard him try to. He was doing a lot of scribing. You may have heard him try to talk to some people, trying to convince them about the ways of Ugeth, the termite queen. The termite queen goddess.
Ew.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. I'm with Stinky over here and Creepy over there.
Yeah. I might say, Millie, you may notice that I think Mosesi probably likes hanging around you because of your stench.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of animals
Yeah,
do.
I think we're going to get along. We're going to get along.
Do we know anything about Ugeth, the termite queen?
I do. I don't know if you do.
Have you told us much about? I guess you can tell us a lot about.
I could. Yeah, Ugeth is the termite queen of death, blight, disease, and deformity. Her rival
Jeez.
is there's another death goddess named Oaken, who is a rotting dwarf goddess. She's the goddess of balance and death. But if you spend if you spend just a little time around Masesi, which you have, you probably know that he is dead set against stopping the minions, the acolytes of Oaken.
Oh dear.
What's a lizard man doing in our fortress?
I mean, do you want?
I mean, would you like to have asked this question? Should we say you asked this at some point during the previous weeks of travel, rather than just as you showed up? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
On the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mosesi's been scribing. He's been writing the holy text of Uget,
gotcha.
which is called the Decaying Whispers, which he keeps. I think probably most of those copies were lost when Fabtumos fell, but he has one more copy. He has his own personal copy, the Holy Codex, his Holy Codex, and Fabtumos was a good place. That he likes the dwarves. He appreciates their fortitude and quite frankly their hospitality. No one really batted an eye when this lizard folk came in to, even though he's a little strange when he came in to do his work, everyone was pretty hospitable to him. So he's learned to appreciate the dwarves, and he thinks that these dwarves will be also they could be valiant, worthy adversaries against Oaken.
Very
Okay.
nice.
I'm gonna go fix this dead dwarf over here. There's so many that have died. That's so sad.
Excellent. So, if everybody's ready,
Yeah.
before you is the Dwarven Stronghold. And you can already see that you have an immediate problem because the drawbridge is broken and you have no way of getting across.
So this is all
into the
water.
fortress at the moment. So this is a dry moat.
dry
At the
moat.
bottom you see skeletons and some big rats.
So you need these. These are
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Downward ramps.
Beautiful.
Downward ramp.
Oh.
Or no, they would be the other way around, wouldn't they? Wow.
No, that's
No,
that's
because
correct.
they'd be. I don't
Go
remember.
down.
Maybe it's like
Let's-
that.
you're correct.
I don't care. What I care about is what you're going to do now.
How do I delete that?
You have a wagon of, dwarves who are weary from travel, just off screen somewhere.
Okay. Oh, so there are others. We're not the only ones.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
they've just chosen
I
us
read
as
out
their
a whole thing.
expedition
Yeah.
leaders.
You've got some survivors with you.
Yes. So the wagon is back further. We're
Yeah,
reconnoitering.
The wagon is off screen.
So we need to get across this pit, man. How do you suggest we do that?
Well, we could just climb down with a rope and then climb up the other side.
We climb.
Is that flush? Is that flush over here? Pretty flush, or can we crawl up to it?
We don't.
Sorry. Yeah. So there's like I think it used to be flush. You maybe think, but over time, sort of, there's been a bit of an accumulation. So you might be able to scrabble up. It'd be pretty difficult. It would pretty much be climbing.
Do we see any? We know how dwarf fortresses work. Do we see any levers around?
You don't see any levers around the outside of the fortress.
Okay.
No.
Maybe we go around, look behind, look to sides.
What accent is that? I want to know now.
Lizard folk.
What? All right.
It's got. I'm pretty sure this accent is going to evolve as we play. So
Nice, yeah.
Just-
You gotta give
give me-
it some
give me.
breathing
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
Let me get a little more
Develop.
confident in it.
Let's go around. That's a good idea.
You're very smart. Let's do. Oi, oi, oi. This way. Are you coming, lizard man?
Oh, Lizardman's going fast.
No, I'm going
you're-
slow. I'm
No,
behind
I saw
everyone.
you.
I was zipping. All
Make
right,
your
so we're
way around the side
coming
of
on
the
to this.
fortress.
Yeah.
And you can see that where the side of the fortress up ahead meets the mountain, you
Oh,
can see that you might be able to kind of climb along this area and get up to next to the outside of the fortress.
Can I go up to the edge and look down and see how deep this dry mode is?
Yeah. It looks to be. Oh, I think in meters and I'm going to hold on. Meters to feet.
Yep.
Meters to
it's
feet.
3. Just times
D&D
3.
uses feet.
It does.
America.
It's about 30 feet deep.
Ah, okay.
So 10 meters.
That's a bit too deep.
You just have a conversion tool right on your screen.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, that's 30 or 10 meters, of course. Okay.
Shall I climb then?
Maybe
I mean, climb up.
let's
Aye.
look at other side. Okay. Let's look at other side.
I look at the lizard man. Are you capable of climbing this cliff, you think? Or will that
Masesi-
cause you trouble?
Masesi can climb.
Oh, well then, let's climb. We have men dying out there. We need to hurry this along.
Masesi argues that the amount of time it will take to simply look at the other side of the fortress might be well worth it.
Fine. If somebody dies, you have to resurrect them.
We've been traveling for probably many days. This is
Yes.
yes. We can.
Zoop, zoop, zoop.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Meow.
Whoop.
Let me give it around. Excellent.
Ah, look at this. Passage through the rubble.
It is indeed. You see that it's mostly cave kind of. It's a very narrow tunnel, and it looks kind of partially caved in, but there is a gap.
Well, will you look at that?
Well done, lizard man. Well done.
You've got keen senses.
Masesi just looks at you. Glares.
Blank stare.
Don't look at me like that.
I'm going to cut off the bits that's passage using lighting.
Oh. Yeah, I can see everything here.
Oh, yeah.
Who's our sneakiest mug
The
around?
rest of this is mountains.
Not
Good question.
me.
Yeah,
I stink too much.
this party is very. It seems like it's very like, middling. Like we're both we can all do some magic and some fighting. It sounds like, but no one's. It doesn't sound like anyone has that high dex, or really focuses primarily on either magic or fighting. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I have a
I'm
plus one
fairly
in dex.
athletic. My years in this service, I've become athletic. Maybe not acrobatic, but athletic.
Right.
Athletic is not a. Oh, it is a skill. Yeah, I have a +2 in athletics,
Nice.
but yeah, 1 in acrobatics.
All
Excellent.
right. I'll lead the way then.
Okay.
Sweet.
Tight fit. Mind your manners. I can't see much. Am I doing this right?
It's a very close tunnel, just hewn through the. It's sort of more like tightly packed earth at this point.
All right.
Okay.
Masesi is a little large, especially for as dwarves go. Can he fit through just fine?
Yeah, it's a bit of a squish.
Okay.
But
Oh,
it's
now
dark
now I
in here.
can't see things. Okay. Okay.
excellent. Oh,
and
no,
then-
you've gone through the wall.
Oh, sorry. I don't know where I'm going. Is this
Yeah,
right?
I haven't made this very
Oh.
easy for you.
If you hold Alt, you
Here?
you don't have to move on the tiles. You can.
Well,
Go in.
okay, but is this correct?
Yes, this is correct.
Okay.
So once you hit the end, just
Yeah.
push through.
So we got a
because,
single file here.
I don't know where the end is.
Wait.
Like once you the direction you're going, just keep going in it through.
Maybe
the-
we should
through
search
the-
for
through the spot
traps,
back.
y'all. Since this is a narrow
Well, we haven't hit
corridor.
any yet.
It's an old fort. There's no more traps.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I can't see anymore.
Hold on.
Oh. Oh.
There we go.
Oops.
I'll just give you a.
Yeah, this is where it ends for me. Oh, I see.
Oh.
Ah,
Oops. There we go.
All right.
Okay, you have made it. You are in a stone
Yeah.
corridor of some kind. Not unfamiliar, since you have all spent time in a dwarven fortress. It's a familiar sort of architecture here.
Is
And
there?
it seems moderately ornate.
Is it lit?
It is not lit.
All right.
Let me disable lighting very quickly.
I will cast my light cantrip on my shield.
Okay. And I will quickly give you the power of light.
Yeah.
How far does that? What's the radius on that?
Hold on. Light. There it is. 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. So bright for 20, dim for 20.
Okay. You should now have the power of sight.
Boom. I do.
Oh, wait.
Wait, that's 20 bright, but I don't have my 20 dim.
Yeah, hold on. There we go.
Ah, that's lovely.
There we go.
Well worth the $5
dynamic
a month.
lighting.
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
Is there any engravings on the wall?
Ooh, good question.
Engravings.
Piece of cheese, a sock.
There's some sort of generic ornate geometric ones, but there aren't any sort of specific engravings.
Gotcha.
And most of the walls are smooth, but most of them aren't engraved in great detail.
Okay.
Shall we head towards the drawbridge?
Yes.
Hmm.
We need to let the men in.
Wise.
All right, let's head down, I guess.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Doo-doo. What's around this corner? Nothing. Should we go more central or should we go south? Let's go down the bigger corridors.
I wonder
Safer.
if one of the dwarves can roll like a stone cunning roll. Well, I guess that's not really stone cunning, but like a dwarven architecture roll. Like, if I were the overseer, where would I put the lever for the drawbridge? But that might
the
not apply.
bigger corridor is less likely of having traps.
Well, within the fortress, that's true.
Just trying to
All
see
right.
how far I can see because I can see things, but I don't want to.
Oops.
I'm gonna come here.
I just don't.
I don't know how you
Uh-oh.
can. You should not be able to see everything that you can see, DC, and I don't know how to stop that.
I may also be seeing some extra
Oh,
stuff because I
sorry.
think
Sorry, let me quickly reset your visions.
Sure.
I think I'm seeing things exactly as I'm supposed to.
You
Nice.
set out correctly. If I do, I mean, you have quite large dark vision.
Yeah, 60, I believe.
So
But that's
something
all
like
dim.
this.
That's all as dim light.
Yeah, let me set it all up. So this should all now be dim. Yeah, there we go.
Hmm.
Fixed it.
Nice,
Made it
that
work.
worked.
I don't see. I see the same.
Beautiful.
Oh, there we go.
Dynamic lighting. I love it. I love the
Ooh.
dynamic lighting.
So cool.
Okay.
I mean, I
so
can-
ahead, you do see something. There is something here.
Ooh.
You are not alone. And through the darkness, some of you, at least, will be able to see a ghoul.
A ghoul.
A ghoul.
A ghoul.
Hmm.
Oh, that's not good.
Hey, Lizard Man, I think one of your buddies is up here. Go greet him.
All right.
Was
Must-
that said with, did you say that with any attempt to whispering it or something, or was that just out loud?
I mean, it was command, but it wasn't like screaming.
Okay. With that, the ghoul turns to you, and I think we should all roll initiative, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Love it.
No, it's okay. He's a lizard that speaks to the dead.
Yeah, we
See.
good. We good.
Where's my-
He's just gonna talk to him. There's no combat.
Oh, I need to turn on my 3D dice.
Let's see. GM roll for secret rolls. GM roll.
Oh,
Oh, secret rolls.
Secret rolls. Wow, you guys are killing it with the rolls.
Yeah, we're
That was
awesome.
that was a nat 20.
Oh,
Dang.
nice. Let me bring up the initiative.
Sure.
That's a first roll of the game. Yes.
Woo-woo! Wasting all your rolls right now. All the good ones.
Especially since Kildrak thinks this is just a friendly talk.
So Kildrak got 22.
I got 14.
22. And then the ghoul.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Add the ghoul to the initiative. Okay.
Oh, I haven't done magic in a while. Lee. What spells?
There we go. So, Kildrak. There's a ghoul in this fortress.
Nice.
Love those ghouls.
Love them.
All right.
So, yeah, I say that to the lizard man, and then I cast Blade Ward on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I extend my hand and trace a signal and warding in the air. Until the end of my next turn, I have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to do anything else? I believe you can move.
Yeah, what's this?
That is a set of stairs going upwards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just decisions. Okay, how far can I go? 25 feet. 5. Oh, I'll do 5, 10, 15, 20. We'll go here.
Okay.
And that's good.
Next up, Mosesi.
Okay.
Talk to him.
Do I know anything about ghouls? Do I know if they are able to be hurt by necrotic damage?
Give me a check like Arcana for that.
Okay. Ooh,
Oh.
nat 20.
We're doing so good.
You know that they are a bit resistant to necrotic.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh no, wait, sorry, I was looking at the wrong one.
Oh.
No, they are not.
Oh, okay, great. I think. Is this a touch? No, it's a ranged attack. Oh no, it's a touch attack. Wait, it says range. Sorry, I may have put this in wrong.
Go touch him.
Chill touch spell. Is that
Touch him.
Hold on, let me look this up real quick.
Go touch him.
Probably worth looking at.
Yeah. 5e, because I think this is in chill touch. It's got to
Go
be a
touch him.
touch attack. Oh my gosh.
Can't you just talk to this guy? I thought this is what you cleric people do.
Oh no, it is a range. It's weird. It's a ranged spell attack. That's right. Even though it's called chill touch. Clerics talk to people? What are you talking about? This is a death cleric.
Yeah,
I don't
clearly
see
dead.
him, so I'm gonna move a bit. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, I can see him in dim light. Move up to here, and I think I will cast chill touch. So, just FYI, here's this. Oh, yeah, okay, I guess I'm casting it.
Okay, that hits.
Okay,
Roll damage.
excellent. 4 necrotic damage. And that damage can't be healed because it's necrotic,
Okay.
I think. I wanted to get the description for it. Out. Whatever.
Alrighty then. Next up, Millie.
All right, Millie's gonna move 25 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so she's gonna move. Wait, get my grabber tool. She's gonna move to here. I guess right beside.
I'm sorry, BirdyBot. If I hit an undead target with chill touch, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls until against me until the end of my next turn.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Nice. All right, so Millie's gonna rush up to here, and then she's gonna use produce flame, and she's gonna hurl the little tiny flame ball at the poor little fella.
Okay, throw it.
So
Nice.
it's a 13 to hit.
That's a hit.
Hey! Okay, so she's gonna use the spell, and it's gonna take 3 fire damage.
Sweet.
Hisses and recoils. Okay. Next up, it's the ghoul's turn. The ghoul is going to. Well, Millie is closest.
Shoot.
How far is that? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the ghoul is going to attempt to bite Millie.
Gah, he's on me. Get him away, get him away. Oh, that's a hit.
crit.
Ouch. Ouch.
That's super.
Oh yeah, are we using that crit table?
Oh,
where we do
uh-oh.
dwarves
Oh, yeah,
receive
yeah.
damage?
Bust out the crit table.
Sweet.
Uh-oh.
I will roll a
Yeah,
1d.
Would you like to do the honors? of
Instant
rolling
death.
on the crit table?
Ay.
The very first thing.
Okay, Millie rolled a 25 on a. I guess it would be the slashing. What a bite is bite piercing or slashing?
Sounds like Pierce to me.
A bite is piercing.
Okay. So 25. He got me.
What did you get on the roll?
I got 25.
What is it? Oh, do you have the charts up? Shall I get the charts?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
the
let me-
GM.
I think the GM should have charts.
But the GM has so many other things to do as well.
Yeah, hold on. I might.
We share the responsibility.
I don't
here
think
a
it's
bit.
in our shared drive.
It
which
is.
is where it is?
In our shared drive, and I'm looking.
Oh, it's in
at
a
here.
Oh,
a
you're so
particular
great.
folder.
Yeah, I think it's called.
Let's see. You have been skewered. Make a.
Okay. I will make a con save. Poor Millie.
Oh no.
Oh, Millie.
Poor sweet Millie.
Scared by what?
Constitution
By its
save.
its
What?
nails?
By its teeth.
By its
Oh, a
teeth.
terrible con save. Oh, that's a nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Definitely fail.
So, you're gonna take 1d8 damage every round until you make the save.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
You're
What
gonna
is
die.
going on?
This crit table is harsh. I'm not entirely sure this is balanced. but
Your
let's
first
knock
attack
that down.
roll was a crit. Okay.
Yeah, let's knock that down to 1 damage per round. This table isn't balanced by levels, so
Right.
Okay.
I think that might be fair for a character, a few levels higher than level 1, but I
Sure.
don't think it's
That could kill you instantly.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna immediately take 1 damage, but
Yes.
how much? How much
now we double the
else should I
damage rolls.
Oh, we still do that even with the.
I thought it was that or the other one.
Oh, okay. In that case, we'll just do normal damage. Yeah, that's fair. Otherwise, crits would be very, very exciting.
It's a Millie kebab over here.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Civ.
Of course.
Great.
Do you have that many hit
Great.
points? Because that would have
Yeah,
brought me down
that
to
would-
1.
Yeah, I got 2 left.
Good.
Wow.
Good. Alrighty then. So the ghoul just lunges out of the darkness at you,
God.
bites onto your arm, and takes a massive chunk out.
Good thing you're next to the cleric.
I'm gonna put it on happy face on my token. That hurt.
Next up, Kildrak.
Oh, okay. I thought we were. This is turning out a little different, a little more aggressive than I thought. Oh, jeez, guys. I create bonfire right on his ass, right?
Okay.
The
Right
status
there.
effect is bigger than your character. BirdyBot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you create a bonfire on the ground that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, the bonfire fills a 5-foot cube. Any creature in the bonfire space, when you cast it, must succeed a dex saving throw or have a 1d8 fire damage.
Okay.
A creature must also make a saving throw to enter it the first time, or if it ends their turn there.
Okay. I will go ahead and drop a saving throw. This ghoul is amazing. I assume an 18 saves.
Dag.
So I'm kind of new to Dungeons, but it's spell save DC
Yeah,
13.
it's a spell
So I'm
save
assuming.
DC.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll get right next to it.
Okay.
Is there still a fire there? There's still a fire there, though,
There's
right?
still a fire there.
Yeah.
Let me grab a fire token. How long does the fire last?
Concentration up to 1 minute.
Let's see. I don't think I have any fires easily accessible. We'll just remember that it's there. All right. Next up, Mosesi. Let me grab one.
Okay. Masesi will cast Cure Light Wounds, or whatever it's called in five. It's called that.
I think just Cure Wounds
Cure
is the
Wounds.
standard.
The fire.
Cure Wounds on Millie.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Lizard.
I am Mosesi.
Do you need to roll healing there?
I
Yeah,
just
that's
did.
right.
I rolled a 1.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Well done.
I rolled a
Nice.
1 on a D8.
Beautiful.
Great rolls.
That's great. That's going to stop me from dying if I fail
Strong
my...
roll so far. Strong roll.
This is not going well. Masesi also calls the ghoul Vermin of Oaken.
Okay.
Good, good.
The ghoul seems unfazed by this.
In fact, I think I'm also going to take a 5-foot step this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Millie.
Millie is going to attempt to melee this little fella. Oh, wait. Actually, I should probably do that con save first, right?
Yeah, so if you start your turn with the con save, I'm
Sure.
going to lower the DC a bit as well.
I'm going
so-
to pop
Oh, that makes the save, regardless.
Okay, great. So I guess she manages to staunch the bleeding
She
from the bite wound.
staunches the horrible wound in her arm.
And I'm going to try to slash this fella with a scimitar.
Nice.
Okay, roll that damage.
Boom. Shing.
What happened
right.
to all the good rolls? What is going on?
Yeah. That's...
Just for damage, you know. We just don't roll good for damage.
you swing and you perfectly aim this slash.
Great.
And you manage to hit it on the arm where it hit you, but you don't do nearly as much damage to its arm as it did to yours.
No.
You
Alright,
damn thing.
Now it is the ghoul's turn.
the damn
Ghoul
thing.
is going to try to hit Kildrak.
Bring it.
Yep.
It's been brought in. Jeez.
Oh, it's one of those days for rolling, isn't it?
It's
Okay.
an amazing roll. Holy crow.
Oh, okay. That one hurts. That one hurt good.
Okie dokie. Kildrak.
Oh, just angered. My battle axe goes right into its skull.
Okay.
Oh, fudge.
Does it? Does it really? Or does
And
it
it goes-
just swing through the air next to it?
Well, actually, sorry.
Into the bonfire.
We do need to step back. It needs to do a saving throw again
Oh,
since
it
it's
does.
chilled out in
Right.
the fire.
Right.
Sorry, I forgot about that. That is
So I
a
get
dex save, correct?
Yeah, I gotta re-roll my battle axe attack, I think.
No, I don't think that's how it works. It fails its dex save though. So how much damage does it take?
1d. Oh, I think it was 1d8.
Would you like to roll?
Bonfire.
Oh.
1d8.
damage.
Nice.
No,
Sweet.
my amazing rolls are turning against me.
Yes.
Okay. Next up. Yeah. So Kildrak misses. Is there anything else you would like to do, Kildrak?
No.
Okay. Masesi.
Masesi. Okay. I think Masesi is going to cast his other necrotic cantrip. Toll the Dead. Yes.
Okay.
Toll the Dead. I point at one creature I can see within range, and the sound... Wait a minute. You can't cast spells if you're in melee range, can you? Without
Yeah, you can.
attack of opportunity?
Depends. I know that ranged attacks. I don't think it's attack of opportunity. I think it's disadvantage in 5e.
Oh.
check.
If that's the case, I don't want to do that.
Let me check. In melee. I think it depends on the spell though.
Yeah, I think it's a feat you need to be able to do that or something.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so I think in 5e, yeah, spells don't provoke opportunity attacks in 5e, but you do have any disadvantage on any attack rolls made with ranged attacks and ranged spells
Yeah.
while in melee.
Oh, so as
Yeah.
long as it's not a range spell.
Yeah,
Just
so
like
as
any
long as it's
ranged
not
attack.
a ranged attack roll.
This is not, because all I have to do is point at them. It is not range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine then.
Then I will point at them. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it takes 1d12 necrotic damage. So let me. It gets a wisdom save. So let's do this. Let's do this.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh no, good. The if hurt one is the one that's high. Good. I rolled well, but
it made the
save. Yeah, it made the save.
That is unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
Oh well, Millie.
All right, Millie's gonna do another scimitar attack. Hi-ya!
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Yeah, you're really getting revenge.
Yeah. Oh, dang.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, so after you had your little warm-up arm slash, would you like to tell me how you murder this ghoul?
Yeah.
All right. I imagine its skin is probably that sort of like weird papery fin of like corpses.
Oh, yeah.
So I just take a full-on slash to the rib cage because I've realized like aim small, miss small, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Millie just wheels him with a nice big chest thing, and gore splatters everywhere.
Nice.
Very nice.
All right.
Ghoul is dead.
After the battle is done, Misesi pushes the body out of the fire and begins to eat its stomach.
Okay.
Good. What?
Nice.
God.
I'll tell you what. I'll put it back on the map. There we go.
Constitution roll to not throw up. Oh, good.
Yeah, Mosesi's really used to this.
Yeah.
Really used to this.
I feel ill.
Yeah. Would you like to make your own constitution save against the disgust?
Yes, I did. I got a 21, so I managed to keep the gorge down.
Hey, Masasi, what are you doing? Are you gonna eat every enemy that we come across?
Food. Good rotting food. Leave me alone.
Okay. All right, well, Kildrak, how are you feeling?
I'm hurt. I'm not doing great.
Masesi looks up and nods. He understands. He comes over. He only has one healing spell left. How hurt are you?
I don't know how you want me to answer that. I took a lot of damage. I took 2/3 of my damage.
All
my
right.
Health.
Yeah. All right. I'll use my other cure wounds on you.
I also have a healing word. Sorry, Meta, but I have it too.
Oh, we got 2 healers. Nice.
That is very useful.
'Cause I don't have any.
Can you cast that on yourself?
I could.
Don't forget,
Okay.
you can take a short rest and spend hit dice.
Okay, we'll
Oh,
rest
we
while he's
should do that.
eating.
Oh yeah, let's rest by the
Rather
fire,
than
by the
using
bonfire.
spells.
That
Yeah, you've
Perfect.
got yourself a cozy setup. You've got the stench of ghoul right near you.
Burning
of course.
ghoul.
So
Yeah,
we
but
don't
I mean,
get
You're a pretty stinky party, so.
we don't get spells back on short rest, right? We just
No, you
get certain
don't get
abilities, and we use a hit dice. It's been a while since I played
Right.
Fire.
Yeah. So some classes you'll know if you get something back on a short rest. So for example, monks, I believe. And besides that, you can just spend your hit dice to regain
Boom.
points.
Oh, there we go.
Very nice.
I'm a
Oh wait,
1d8.
I didn't need to use that. I wasn't hurt.
Oh,
Never mind.
Do you know what? You can take that back. If
Never
you weren't
mind.
hurt, like
I wasn't hurt at all.
you don't spend
Yeah,
hit dice.
there was
That's
no
fine,
need.
we'll retcon
I'm just
that.
gonna
Alright,
I'm just gonna
sweet.
keep eating the corpse.
Yeah.
Can you do that over
Okay.
in the corner over there?
All right, I'll do that.
That's weird.
I feel a bit unsettled by it, to be honest. But I suppose it's the course of nature.
That ain't nature. All right.
All right.
Stranger things, I suppose.
You have a long rest. You actually can everyone make me a perception roll?
Yeah,
Short rest,
absolutely.
even perception roll while you take the short rest.
Yeah, you bet. Keeping my little ears perked?
Not very.
Not very. I cannot stop looking at him eating that corpse.
It's really distracting.
It's a bit
Yeah.
odd.
Masesi, between
Yes.
mouthfuls and Kildrak over the sound of tearing flesh. You think you might hear very sort of from somewhere far away, echoing round something. You think you might hear voices.
Ooh.
Are they? What language are they speaking?
Says he perks
You
up.
can't really make it up. It's very quiet.
Quiet. I hear voices.
Is it the ghoul talking to you?
I don't know.
Yeah. It sounds like raised voices far away. You can't make out what they're saying.
It may be Ugeth.
It might be our people needing inside of this fortress. Let's hurry.
I peek around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Don't see anything. Be wary. Be wary. It may be the minions of Okin.
Oh dear.
Are these stairs?
Those are
Yeah, those are stairs going
Yeah,
down.
stairs.
stairs going up.
Or sorry, up.
Oh,
Going up.
Can I look at the? Can I peek up? Can I see anything up there?
Yeah, you don't. You kind of peek round. You don't see anything up there. It looks like the stairs just kind of continue.
Now that I moved around a little bit, can I get a sense of what direction the noises are coming from?
You hear them echoing coming from this kind of area.
Kildrak, careful.
I hear them too. I start sneaking.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You know what? That I'm gonna take a cue from him and give a little sneaky peek myself.
Okay.
Oh, one of these.
And as you come round and you start looking at this wall here, you see that there's mechanisms. There's mechanisms kind of, especially around in this corner. There's a fair few mechanisms linked up to something.
Like levers, you mean?
Or
no,
like
I mean
gears.
the internal workings of some kind of system of pulleys.
Gotcha.
Say, do you think that might line up with the gate?
As you come around the corner, you see at the end here that I've completely failed to mark on the map, so I will do quickly. You see at the end here a lever at the box.
It might be worth taking a look at these mechanisms to see if we can sort out exactly what the lever might do.
Yeah, you take a peek. You look at them.
Sure.
Okay.
I feel like that would be like an
Investigation.
Investigation? Okay.
Investigation. Which is intelligence.
Whoa.
Yes.
Millie.
Wow.
There it is.
Whoa, okay. Millie, you know everything about this. I'll send you a message. Let's
Okay.
do this. Let's do this properly.
Oh, secret.
Yeah, secrets.
I've
So
seen
it's
this type of
slash
lever
this.
before. In fact, maybe I've built one before.
What are you proficient in? I'm a smith.
I'm a cobbler. I make
Oh,
shoes, but only for
shoot.
animals.
Oh my gosh.
Tiny little booties.
Little
Kittens
turtle.
with mittens.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't remember the commands, so I'm just gonna grab you in a
whisper?
separate chat for a moment, BirdyBot.
Sure.
Oh, you can do /W and then space and then type the name. It should come up with
They
a
gone.
little menu to like click her name, and then you just keep typing the message. Oh, they're
think
gone.
they're-
I
they
was talking
left
to
us.
nobody.
No, you're. Hi, hello.
Hey, DC,
Hi.
what's up?
Whispered. I'm enjoying this so far.
Good.
I feel like this is a trap.
Yeah.
Is my guess. So I'm
Maybe.
glad she got a nat 20 on that.
Now she's going to have to decide whether or not to inflict the trap upon us or save us from it.
No, she seems like she's good. She's good. When do we get our hit dice back? After a long rest?
A long rest, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking it. It's Sunday. It's a nice day here in Kansas where I live.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
That's
a little
lovely.
hot.
I'm
Yeah,
feeling much
man.
better today than it was yesterday. Oh,
Yeah.
they're
Okay.
back.
Oh.
You can
Right.
just hit /W and then type the name of the person, and it'll come
yeah,
up.
but this is faster than typing.
I'm just telling you that
That's true.
that's an option. If you don't know how.
All right, Kildrake, pull this one.
Pull which one?
The
What?
one up there. Pull
Okay.
the lever. We've got one more to go after this.
Oh, there's two. Okay. I search for traps.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll perception or investigation. You can choose.
Which one do I have bigger in? They're the same. Oh, hey, looky there.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any traps. It looks safe.
All right, I pull it. Honk.
You hear the creaking and the groaning of long disused gears sort of whirring. Not whirring, like just things shifting.
But
And then
clunking.
after maybe a few seconds, it all seems to settle down.
Okay, excellent. But we heard voices over here, guys, so that's weird.
I'm
Yeah,
going to ask
so
Millie what she thinks that did, since she was investigating.
Well, actually, I've actually designed one of these before in a different fortress. Aero Squat, the other one we were at. It's a 2-lever system. One lever does nothing, but both of them open something.
Hopefully the front drawbridge.
That's
Okay.
my surmising, but who knows?
Would you like to do another perception/investigation for the voices?
Sure,
Yes.
yeah, let's take a little listen.
Now that you're closer, you can kind of vaguely hear them around here.
Oh, I could have done investigation. That's probably would have been better, but that's fine.
You rolled well.
All right,
no, it's
ears
the
are
same.
perked.
Mer.
No. So Masessi, you notice up in this corner where there's sort of machinery and mechanisms, there's a few gaps where it goes through the wall, and it's
Okay.
kind of through those gaps that you're hearing the vague echoes of voices.
Sorry, the gaps are where? Could you do that again?
There's gaps in this wall.
That wall. Oh,
Just move the background.
like arrow slits?
Like gaps for the mechanisms.
Can I peek
So-
through?
No,
gaps?
all of the mechanisms are quite
Hmm.
close to the wall. There's not a lot of like gaps. It's just that there's a small enough gap that you can hear voices echoing through.
I'll say quietly to the other side. Voices. Let us be careful.
Mayhap that lines up right with the entrance. That's not good.
Or that's great.
Is it really?
I don't know.
Door should not open yet. Must find the other lever.
We may want to clear that spot if we're going to open it up to the boys outside. Say, what if we skipped the bad guys and went up this staircase?
Hmm. Do you think
We need to get our people in?
is
But we probably have to get to the other side to get the other lever. So we could go up this side and come down the other.
Okay.
All right.
What do you say, Lizard Man?
you you seem to know what you're doing.
Oh, that's kind of you.
All right. So you climb up the stairs, and what you find at the top, and I'm going to use my words for this bit. What you find is you climb through a tall tower full of archer slits, and from it you can see outwards from the fortress.
Oh,
Oh.
cool.
You know the wagons and the dwarves are waiting outside. You can see the forest nearby. You think you might even be able to make out the signs of smoke from distant settlements.
Can we see inside the fortress from this
No,
angle?
the arrow slits only face out.
Gotcha. So
Can we
I was
s-
wrong.
can we- Can we look at the front gate? Kind of the noise. Was there any voices or noises going on?
Yeah,
Similar to.
it kind of juts out a bit, so you can kind of look around to try and look at the front gate. But you don't see anything from the outside.
Masesi goes back down and tries to stash the ghoul corpse where it'll be hard for other people to find
Cool. I'll just put it under the stairs.
for a midnight snack.
Okay, we'll put it under the stairs.
Great.
So our people seem fine out there. That I can see them.
Yeah, they're sort of milling around the wagons.
Okay, good. All right. Well, we must continue forward, men and lady. It's so tricky because last time we did a little prequel before this, just to
Yeah.
Mhm.
and BirdyBot played a male, so it was easy.
I was
to,
playing a
Right.
female also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a lot of gender bending.
it was awkward in my head. All right, I'm still sneaking now.
All right. And as you come around the corner, you see arrow slits in this wall.
Like I could see out, or they're supposed to come in.
Like you can see
Hold up. Masesi
into the corridor below.
I don't remember what was to the north, but Masesi advises to not go through tiny corridors if possible. Was there a bigger
I'm already
corridor?
here.
Yeah.
They're not that tiny to us, Musesi.
Yeah, this is dwarven norms.
This is comfort and luxury.
If you go first, that's fine with me.
All right,
So
so yeah, you can see on your left, you can see arrow slits, and through them, you see a corridor. It's a fairly ornamental corridor. There's some lovely engravings. It's over here. I can't get rid of the fog of war with the way that I've set it up, but trust me.
Okay.
And we don't see any like creatures moving through there, do we?
When that happens, can you just like draw something so we know? Is that right?
It's so I have to draw things to block your line of sight, but it's a little bit weird.
Can I draw? Is that right? What I drew?
The slots.
Oh yeah. That's the arrow slits basically.
Oh, those are arrow slits.
Yes,
Not-
from your side into the arrows are intended to be fired from you. Yes.
Okay. Do we see any baddies through them?
No, you see a corridor, a very ornate corridor, beautiful, beautiful, like engravings on the floor and on the walls, and the floor closest to the arrow slits. Hold on, I'm gonna actually reveal this.
She did a lot of work on it, and she's proud of it. She wants to show it. Oh, never mind.
Beautiful.
Hold on, no, it's
Gorgeous engravings.
We're using words here.
So we can see that's the entrance. Probably.
We'll do like a.
That looks like the drawbridge to me.
There's no. I can see. Let me make sure I'm not meta here. Yeah, I can see. This is not a moat. This is more. No, that's not the drawbridge we saw up front.
Or you Oh, I see.
All right. Yeah, that's all set up. You can see what you can see.
All right, let's keep
So,
going.
so yeah, the near part to you. So this is a beautifully ornate room right here, and the part that is near to you here is you can see they've sort of tried to make it hard to walk on that bit of ground essentially, so that people can't get too close to the archer slits.
Right.
There's some beautiful engravings there, but it's also quite difficult to walk across in this closest area.
I'm sorry, why is it difficult to walk across?
So the engravings on the floor, whilst they are beautiful and ornate, in this last section, they're also kind of they make it very uneven ground. They're kind of they don't repeat the pattern, so it's not very predictable.
Are we close enough to see what is engraved on there?
So in this corridor along the floor, it's just sort of geometric designs. Nice history check. I'll tell you what, with that history check, you can date this fortress a little
Cool.
bit.
Oh.
And
well, actually, I was kind of hoping also to like the nature of this room. Is it a kill box? Like.
Okay, yeah. With a history check like that, you can tell it's a very fancy looking kill box.
Gotcha. Wowee! That's a good looking one too. I wonder how many elves died in there. Yeah, I suppose that's what I was really concerned about. Not how old this fortress is, but like whether or not it's like a traitor killer.
This is promising. When we take this fortress, we can use
these. Great defenses.
Aye.
Although this whole 2-lever system seems a bit fiddly to me. Maybe we can rework it so it's just one lever.
It prevents...
One lever to rule them all.
It may prevent... Wait, Millie, does one person need to... Does one... Masesi asks if one person needs to stay by the other lever and pull at the same time.
No. It's not one of those simultaneous things. Although I did think about that.
Because I was thinking that would be a safeguard against, someone like a traitor. But I guess it's not.
No.
No, there's nothing there.
Yeah, I don't know why what the point is. You're right.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
let's go forward, lads.
As you
Still
enter this part
stealthing.
of the corridor, you see that it's more. So before the carvings were quite simplistic down in the area you came from, but as you head down this corridor, you see on the walls there are a few engravings. They're not very very fancy like the ones in the fancy kill box, but they're more pictures. They show presumably historical military victories. They show dwarves in battle and dwarves fighting great monsters and mostly victory for the dwarves.
I get inspired. Can I do a stone cunning, kind of like, how old is this place? Things like that. Didn't we have a history check?
You can do a history check, and because you have stone cunning, take like a +2 on it.
History. Where's my history?
You're a dwarf.
17, 18, 19.
So you haven't, in the same way that you hadn't really, most of you didn't know much about this fortress. You didn't know much about the military victories of this fortress. But piecing it together, you can tell that some of these carvings were made a good 100 years before the other ones. It kind of spread down the corridor, and you can tell that these are, if these carvings are accurate, and even if they're a little bit dramatized, they show some amazing military victories. They show dwarves defeating a dragon. They show they show the victories of a really successful fortress.
Nice. I get inspired.
Okay.
I get worried. If there's no dwarves here, but they're always winning battles, how did they all go? Why did they go?
Civillain, do I see any images of any gods
Hold up there. There's a
engraved?
gap in the thing. You don't see any. There we go. I was fixing a gap in my dynamic lighting. You don't see any pictures of gods. It seems to be it's very focused on the sort of material plane and the martial, and there's a curious lack in a way of references to God. You might expect someone kind of honoring a deity with these, but no.
This question is good, Greystone.
All right, at the end of the corridor, you see what looks like it's a door, but it's kind of fitted a bit weirdly.
Wait, which corridor?
into-
Do we? Sorry, people keep like moving ahead, and I don't know if we're supposed to be.
So yeah, it's fine. Just keep shuffling, and I'll stop you all.
Alright.
So here, where I'm pinging, there is a door, and you can see that that it's fitted weirdly into. It doesn't really have a frame. It kind of, sort of, you can see that it's a door on your side, but it kind of fuses into the wall as you across it, if that makes sense. So basically, it wouldn't be very visible from the other.
Oh.
Cool.
Kildrake, shall we open it?
Yeah, let's just, let's do it.
Or does someone have a good ear? Maybe we'll press our ear against the wall. Just see what's on the other side.
Well,
Like
since
a
he has-
fireman.
Lizard man has no ears.
I've only got one.
Perception check.
Sure.
So you're listening through the door?
I'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, there.
If
I
we
think
can listen through a door.
You can listen through the door. You don't hear anything on the other side.
Okay. Let's slowly sneak in.
All right. You first.
I pop my head through it.
So you see beautifully ornately carved walls opposite to you. Yeah.
It looks safe.
There's a door on the other side of this corridor.
It's a beautiful ornately carved wall, I think you'll find.
Oh, of course. Right. Similar
Oh.
to the one that would
Similar to the one that you are leaving behind, perhaps.
Right.
And the chamber below you is a very large, grand hall. It's got a sort of
Wow.
a very smoothed path through the center, made in it's made out of. They've clearly hauled in some different stones to do the floor. The central area. It's got some lovely marble. So all of these blue squares. These are statues.
Blue
These are
square.
Cool.
statues of dwarves in a variety of dwarves with a variety
Laboring?
of
Oh, I
Pardon?
see them now.
Do dwarves laboring?
no, not dwarves laboring. Just dwarves looking various stages of triumphant
Ah,
with
Okay.
pillars in between.
it's cool because the pillars just have these giant shadows for me, and it kind of looks like they actually
Me
are
too.
pillars. Yeah.
They're really cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm very proud of that. Thanks. Whoop.
Mhm.
Okay.
And
So
we don't-
the
we-
passageway is sort of the central 4 tiles here.
we don't recognize any of these dwarves.
No,
Okay.
these dwarves don't look familiar to you.
Hmm.
What's up here? What's this?
Hold on. As Masesi steps onto the floor in front of the trap.
In front of the trap? Is that what you said?
Well, slip of the tongue, but also true because fire comes from the statue.
Ah!
I would like to make you a DC 15 saving throw.
Okay.
Oh,
Against.
sorry, no, not 15. I misread that. 12. Yes.
What kind of saving throw?
A dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. Wait. Did I make it? Wait. I think I. Did I
Hold
roll?
on, it hasn't loaded. Yep. You
Yeah.
jump back out of the way
Ha!
as fire
Boy!
shoots
Whoops.
from the statue. The dwarf was holding an axe, and it's from the axe you just have this beam of fire lights up the ground where you were a moment ago.
Oh.
+1 dex.
Nice.
Nice.
Be careful. Fire.
Jeez.
Are you alright, Mosesi?
I'm fine.
That was exciting.
Watch your step.
Can everyone
See?
please make an investigation saving throw if you are indeed investigating it? Which I assume at least some of you
Saving
are.
Oh.
throw?
Sure.
Oh,
Not
that's
saving
insight.
throw, just regular throw.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
see
wow.
much.
Some bad roll. Oh, there we go. Kill dragon. Wait. Oh, kill
That
dragon.
ruined my night sight a bit.
I had
Little
insight.
burst of flame.
Right.
Does it count?
Oh no, wait, Killjoy, you got 16. What are you talking about?
He rolled insight accidentally and it was bad.
You got the bad roll out of the way. Millie, it's just really nice engravings in here. Really
So pretty.
distractingly nice, beautiful engravings and statues. These were done by very skilled craftsmen.
Mhm.
Kildrak, you take a look at the it's near to you, so you notice you see grooves in the floor here at the entrance, and you see there's kind of a door of some kind and it's up in the ceiling, and it hasn't been lowered.
Can you ping that again? Where was that? I'm sorry.
So it's at the. I'll just add it. Hold on. Shape. Here. There's sort of a groove in the floor, and also in the walls, and it looks like somewhere where a door would descend, and you notice kind of perhaps the bottom of a door in the ceiling. But what's curious is that it's very tight fitting.
I pointed out to the other two.
Huh, look at that. I'm gonna jump across the line back.
Can I look up? Do I see anything like above it that might fall down?
No, doesn't look like there's anything about it's a groove in the floor. It's not a tripwire.
Right. Where
It's
from
not-
the side, it looks like maybe something might fall into it or slide into it.
So it looks as though there's kind of something at the top that would kind of slot into it. It looks
Right.
like basically kind of like how a portcullis would fall down, but
Right.
it's not quite shaped right for a portcullis.
Interesting.
It sort of includes the sides.
Huh.
And we see nothing above it that would fall down.
You do see you see like a strip of stone.
Ah.
The
Across
door
top.
will fall down. Yeah.
Right. So I have a hunch about this room.
Oh, to be clear, the far end of the room is a door.
Far end of which room?
The room you're in.
Oh, like the
you
southern.
You can't see it, Masesi, due to your vision.
Right.
But the other two who can see down to the end, that is
That's
Gotcha.
a door.
yeah, this bit.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Mm.
I have a hunch about this room. Kind of looks like a well, no, I guess it's not. Is this the kill box?
This is not the kill box you saw earlier.
Right.
Masesi
but with traps? That
suggests
seems strange.
if these dwarves, if this fortress is symmetric, we may just be able to follow the path that we came.
I agree, Lizard Man. Let's give it a shot. If we can figure out this ornate wall.
Mm-hmm.
You just do a Harry Potter, just run right into platform 2 and 3
Okay.
quarters.
Okay,
shot.
are you going to try and run at it?
No, we're gonna investigate it.
That's so great. It might work.
You do it. Go run at it.
All right,
Really?
I'm gonna do a strength check.
All right. Make a strength check of running at it.
All right. Hi. Yeah.
Yeah, it's made of stone. It's definitely
I fall
stone.
on my butt.
It really feels like stone.
I'm gonna turn to them and say, "It's made of stone."
Jeez.
Hmm.
Can we investigate it, or what
You
would
can
that be?
investigate it using your investigation skills.
Oh, no,
Boom.
I cannot.
Or maybe
Oh.
after I pick myself up.
Oh yeah,
I can
you
take
can
that.
also-
Let's take a look here.
Mm.
I knock the sense out of myself, I
Well,
guess.
since you're looking for a door sort of symmetric to the door on the other side, you kind of by going back and examining the very nice. When you go back and sort of examine the door that you maybe close it behind you, the other door, and you kind of have a look at that and how that lines up, you kind of it takes you all quite an embarrassingly long time to
Doors
to
are
figure
hard.
out. Yeah, but it turns out that you're looking at the engravings, you're trying to figure out which engraving will like unlock it. It takes you quite an embarrassingly long time before you decide to just push it and see what happens.
Oh,
And it
jeez.
just opens.
Ugh.
If
We got it.
Masesi has a realization and says, if gate opens, dwarves come in, valuable doors will die. Maybe we should warn them before we open the gate.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Especially about those fire traps. That's not
Yeah.
a good thing.
We'll have guidelines and laws, like no eating ghouls and things like that. So it'll be all right.
Masesi glares at Kildrak. But maybe we should. I mean, it would be very time consuming to like backtrack through everything and go back outside to warn everybody that if the gate opens, people shouldn't just rush in because they're traps.
Although we could do it from one of the arrow towers. One of the
Yeah.
guard towers.
Yeah, we can just shout
And-
down.
I've got a hunch that there's an arrow tower on the other side too. So we can do it from there probably.
Mm.
Come on, lizard man, it'll be fun.
Nope, I've just read
Masesi doesn't really understand what you mean by the word fun, but
The concept of fun. It'll be like eating a whole corpse.
Masesi nods.
Very fun.
Okay. Let's take a moment here and have a short 5-minute break, shall we?
Sure.
Sure.
I think I could do
Sure.
a 5-minute break before
Let's do it.
before we return.
Alrighty.
All right.
Nice.
Action.
Action. Amazing. So, right, yes, you are heading down the corridor, and you see carvings of military victories, and as you know, Kildrak observed before, they seem to be increasing in terms of time. So the ones nearest the door are the oldest, and as you go down, they get there's sort of a sense of time progression with them. And you do notice that as you go down, depictions of battles with orcs do become more frequent as you head down the corridor. Yes.
Are orcs even in Dwarf Fortress?
Listen. This isn't Dwarf Fortress. This is Dwarf Fortress, like, inspired. You are dwarves in a fortress. Not
Lizards in a
not
fortress.
Explicit. Oh, we should probably have got that out of the way, because otherwise it's going to.
What are these giant goblins in these pictures?
Some kind of giant goblin. Yeah. You head down the corridor. It seems unremarkable. It's a very, you know, it's a well smoothed corridor, but it seems a little bit sparse and utilitarian. Besides the engraving entrance. Yeah. And they've kind of faded out at the point you're at.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright, I guess we keep on going then.
I forget where the lever was on the opposite side. Was it one of these corridors or was it the end?
I think if we head straight, well, I think if we head straight down, and then we'll find the arrow tower, if it's symmetrical, which it better be.
I think it was down. Wasn't it down here?
Everybody
I
stop
don't remember.
and make a perception roll for me.
Sure. Perception.
Nice. Wow.
Whoa.
2 nat 20.
Look at us.
Wow. Okay.
We,
You hear something shuffling. Not that far away.
a nat 20 got us. You hear something shuffle.
Okay. Look.
You hear a noise.
There's not much more to say, really. You hear something coming from this direction.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Alright, heads up, fellas. Something's a coming.
All right.
I get my crossbow ready.
I get my scimitar ready.
Hammer and shield ready.
Cool. Let's roll initiative now, shall we?
Boom, boom, boom,
Sure.
boom.
Hey. BirdyBot, your microphone. It's the worst.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we just want everyone to know that it's BirdyBot's microphone, not ours.
I'm so sorry. It is so buzzy.
I'm not going to add this thing to the initiative order.
That's your when you level up enough, your beast animal is gonna be a bee, a giant bee.
All right.
Buzzing bee.
You all ready yourselves?
This is all to say that you should all donate to BirdyBot to get her a new mic.
BirdyBot, you have a Patreon.
I don't.
Okay. Yes, you hear shuffling coming from this direction.
Okay.
You are all getting ready.
We're prepared to kill whatever it is.
Okay, we're just gonna, and what eventually emerges round the corner is perhaps you're unsurprised to see a ghoul.
Kill it!
This one looks a little fresher, perhaps, than
Minion
the
of
last
Oaken. Ah, fresh one. Blech.
I'm gonna add it to the turn order. Cool. And just gonna sort the turn order. Okay, Kildrak.
I take a shot with the crossbow.
Oh, you
Take
can
a shot
see
with the
it.
crossbow. Do it.
I can't even see it. I thought we were gonna wait till
Roll
it came up
Ooh.
behind and then.
Oh yeah.
No, we can see it.
Yeah.
You definitely hit
6.
6 damage. Okay. Next up, Mosesi. I don't know if you can see
I
that.
cannot see it.
You cannot see it.
So,
Right.
I guess I won't do anything. I'll just wait.
I think
You can ready an action.
Yeah, already my spell, my cantrip, my chill touch.
Next up, we have got Millie.
I am going to move to this square right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I am also going to ready to attack anything. Well, actually, I should probably be specific. If the creature comes within range, I'm going to slash it with my scimitar.
Okay.
Look at us with
Uh,
battle plans
I
and
know,
looking professional.
I'm so proud of you. Now
Would it be
is.
possible for me to do like a nature roll on this ghoul?
Yeah, you can do a nature roll if you want.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at it like ghouls are undead that come from like an original race, right? Is that right?
Make a roll and then.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Dang.
Like, what race did this ghoul come from? Is I guess my question.
Okay. Well, let me just double check my notes. Hold on. Okay. It's a little hard to tell what this ghoul was originally, of course, but you maybe get the idea that this ghoul was an elf?
Ooh.
Oh, that makes me feel good then.
Alright. Now, it is the ghoul's turn. And the ghoul is going to go ahead and move 1, 2,
Lumber.
3, 5, 6. It shambles quite. It's got a brisk pace as it shambles towards you.
So now I can cast my
and,
spell?
It's going to. It's gonna use its. You can, but first. So what it does is it uses its major action to dash, so it can get all the way here.
Oh.
Hooray!
Well, I would've-
double ready.
I would have not cast that spell if it was right next to me. I would have cast it as soon as I could
can
see it.
assume that you cast it while it was on.
Okay.
Like it's a long
While
way.
it's
Yes.
approaching.
One
Okay.
move action to move it, that kind of thing. So go ahead and make your chill touch.
Ba-boom, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
And it's 11 to hit.
I don't know. Wait, how do I?
Rolled an 11.
Oh yeah, I rolled an 11. Yeah. So
That's
it's just a
okay,
ranged
not
attack.
your
Right.
hand. Okay, so that is a miss. Next up,
I'll
Millie, you
try
ready
to-
slash?
yeah.
your-
Oh dear, that's a miss.
Yeah, it really surprised you with how quickly it was shambling up to you. Right now.
Yeah, sure.
Really caught you off guard. That.
Okay.
So that is unfortunate. And now, Kildrak, it is your turn.
All right. This is gonna. I'm just to be nice. Remember, DM, I am a wild mage. I do have some craziness going on. If I cast magic missile,
Way!
oh.
3 damage. 3 damage.
That's
is fine.
fine. It's like 1d4, right? Or no,
Reliable,
or is it
yeah.
2d4?
I don't know how many of those do I get. Just that damage? Isn't it like 3 bolts or something? I don't remember.
That's 1d4 plus 1. Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Magic missile.
You magic missile it. Do you now roll on the wild magic table, I believe?
It's up to you. It just says at the DM's discretion.
Sure. Do it.
Oh
Thank you
man.
for
It's so
reminding me.
fun. It's perfect.
Is it every time that you cast a spell?
Well, let's read.
Yeah, I gotta read this in my
I'm gonna bring up
manual
sorcerer.
here.
Books. I've got so many books. There's not room for them on my desk.
Starting when you choose level 1, your spellcasting can unleash surges of untamed magic. Immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell of first level or higher, the DM can have you roll a d20. If you roll a 1, roll on the wild magic surge table to create a random effect. So I have to roll a d20, and then if I get a 1, I roll on the table.
Let's do it. First one of the campaign. Let's go for it.
All right. I don't know how do I do? Is that?
That's weird.
Oh, not a 1. All right.
Nice.
Very
So-
nice.
Where's your
We're
wild?
good.
Oh.
That's only if I get a 1. Do I have to
No,
do the
no
wild?
bad vibes here. Okay,
Oh.
next up, Mosesi.
Okay, I see. I thought that was rolling on the
No.
Okay, I was like, what? A Modron? Okay. All right, I am going to... I'm just going to attack it with my Warhammer.
Okay.
Bash, bash, bash. Yeah.
You
Nice.
bash the ghoul in the face. For how much damage?
For 5 damage.
5
Nice.
damage. Next up, Millie.
+4.
Millie is going to produce some flame on this guy, throwing like a little ball of fire.
Efficiency.
You definitely produce some flame.
Take that, you nasty elf!
Okay.
Hey, step back on my magic missiles. You times that by 3, because that was 3 darts that do 1d4 plus 1.
Right.
So times
you
it by
sure?
3 then?
Yeah.
You got
Each
3
dart.
darts?
So you create 3 darts. Each dart hits a creature of your choice. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable for a first level spell slot. So yeah, that sounds right. So
that's
how
9.
much damage did you
3d4 is
do?
a lot.
That would have been
first
total
one.
of 9.
Okay.
That would have been total 9. Hold on. And I originally wrote down 3. So actually, with Millie's last attack of Produce Flame, it just burns the ghoul up. Would you like to tell us how you burn the ghoul up?
Millie's
Oh
getting all
man,
the kills.
I'm doing a lot of kills. I'm aiming directly for the stomach of this ghoul because I really can't stomach watching Mosesi eat another ghoul.
Mosesi's pretty full
So I
right
am
now.
trying to burn up the core of this ghoul. So I
Mhm.
imagine it's like spontaneous combustion in the sense that like his limbs are left and the
Okay.
extremities, but the middle's gone.
Beautiful.
Mosesi
Beautiful.
puts his hand
There is-
on your shoulder and looks at you very sternly and says, "That is good meat."
Uncomfortably like back up a square.
Oh. Alrighty then.
Cool. Oh,
Cool.
sorry.
Down this hall, you say?
Aye, let's take
Millie.
a peek.
I'm still stealthing.
Wait. Oh, I thought we were going down this way.
I mean,
Mosesi
you
got
go that way,
confused
tell us.
and thought they were referring to this hallway and thinks that they're behind us.
Okay, so he just goes for it.
He's wandering off.
You tell us what you see. We'll go to where the
he thinks you're
lever
behind,
probably is.
You're behind him.
Look at those arrow slits now.
I do. I
That'll
see
be
them.
beautiful.
Can you see what I see?
Yeah.
Yeah, neat.
I've got settings where I can see what each of you is seeing.
Nice.
Cool. And you see
Cool.
the same mechanisms as you see a staircase.
Yeah.
It's all very symmetric. You see sort of
Yeah. Mosesi realizes that this is not the right way.
you see perhaps the remains of decayed furniture in the center of the roof. The main
All right.
Okay, cool.
Kildrake, wait up a sec.
Oh yeah, we need to tell the people not to storm in here.
Yeah, let's peek up the staircase here.
Yeah, you tell them. You tell them.
All right.
All right.
Similar concept?
Yeah.
Up top? Cool. Okay.
Similar. Same thing.
Okay, I'm going to try to fit my
Really?
little face between the arrow slits, so I'm kind of like a fish face.
You get face like wedged in there.
And I'm gonna yell down at them, "Hey, fellas!" Do I catch anybody's attention?
Yeah, they turn to look up at you. They see your wedged face in the arrow.
Okay, great.
Hey guys, when we open it up, don't rush right in, okay? There's a couple traps. It's nothing too bad, but don't want any beheadings, don't want any crisps.
It's the exact
And
same
them
voice you
acknowledge.
did for your
So
prequel character.
you're acknowledged. They kind of give you a wave and a thumbs up, and
Okay. I'm gonna say, "Okay, I love you guys, bye," and I'm gonna like blow 'em a kiss.
Oh jeez.
They're done.
I mean,
one
was
of
the kiss
one of
really
the-
necessary?
The small children dwarves blows a kiss back.
I think Billy's
so
quickly
cute.
turning into your prequel clerik.
Yeah, just an idiot again. I
Jeez.
promised myself I would like roll an intelligent character, but Millie's not that much. Not much.
I think we're all fairly intelligent. I think. What's your intelligence?
Oh
Drac?
no.
Oh wait, I've just realized Mosesi has a light spell. Hold on, there we go.
I do.
Nice.
Uh,
I check for traps, but I
12.
don't. It's probably
yeah.
nothing.
Okay.
There's no traps here.
I pull the lever.
You pull the lever. You hear it's a longer
Dwarves
duration
scream in pain.
of like of creaking and of cogs turning and wheels and pulleys and all of that. And you hear a thud, and the voices that you heard before have now sort of, you can hear them again, and they've gone from sort of talking to shouting.
Oh, that's maybe not a good thing.
Mosesi runs back to where those arrow slits are and tries to look through them as fast as he can.
Go.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to keep up pace with the long-legged lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait up, lizard! You're so fast!
I think my movement's 30, but is yours 20?
Yeah, I'm lagging behind for sure.
Do I see anything?
Ooh, look at the arrow
I mean,
slots.
Do you see anything?
No.
You can get yourself in a position to see something.
I mean, I'm trying. I'm looking.
You don't really have the range for this with your
Yeah.
vision.
I see something.
You do see something. I see that you see something.
Oh, I used to. Where'd it go?
Yeah.
I lost it.
You also see something, I believe, BirdyBot.
They probably would be able to see my light source shine through, by the way.
Yeah, maybe you saw something at one point.
Yeah, I did.
Hi.
I'm just like
Okay,
going between
Right, look,
slots.
I'll just tell you.
Oh, there it is.
So
Can I see it?
yes, I think you.
Okay.
I assume you're
Yeah.
referring to this.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you see. So here you have a beautiful ornate gate, like a portcullis thing, so you can see through it. But it's a beautifully ornate portcullis. It's really nice. It doesn't look exactly durable, but it is stunning. That is a proper masterwork right there. And through this stunning portcullis, you see what looks to be a human, an armed human.
Is this
Okay.
is this open? This door here?
No.
I'm gonna fit my face through the arrow slits again and be. I'm gonna yell at this guy.
Hey, you!
Jeez.
Mosesi backs up.
turns to face It runs up to the portcullis, mashes her face against the portcullis to call back to you. Hey,
What are you doing there?
we got stuck, and you see, some of you may see others emerging.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Mosisi, there's more humans.
You see an
cannot
elven
see.
archer, and you see another human.
Elves. And another human.
How'd you guys get in there?
We wanted it. We were looking for treasure, and we were looking for loot, and then we got stuck.
Oh,
Stuck.
did that just happen?
Yeah.
Did you just get stuck like seconds ago?
It's been a few days.
Oh, okay. So we didn't do it. That's good.
We just pulled some levers. Do you know what that did?
It opened the drawbridge.
Oh, so you're free.
Yes, thank you so much.
Who are
Can you
you?
help?
No problem.
Can you, since we helped you, can you help us? Some of those people out there are hurt.
How are you trusting these people?
We just helped them.
The treasure
That
hunters.
doesn't mean that they're
one of them,
not going to slaughter all of us.
The one with her face mashed against the portcullis says, "Yes, I'm a cleric."
Oh, well,
Excellent.
that's just perfect.
Perfect.
Mosesi, don't be freaking out now. Just because they're a cleric and they have a different god, it's all okay.
You should not be so quick to trust.
Why, Mosesi? Do you think there's a problem?
We do not know.
We just we just helped them. They would help us.
How did you get around there?
Well, to be honest, we climbed through a cave. There's a bit of a
Dwarven-
hole.
Dwarven ways. Can you help our
Oh,
people, please?
Right, dwarven ways.
I'll go see what I can do. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you just great, but keep your eyes peeled. We've been seeing some nasties.
All right.
You are both fools.
Yeah, that's probably true.
When you're in a spot like we are, you have to trust those few times that there's times to be helped.
No,
Yeah, Mosesi, you, of someone of faith, you have very little.
I have
in the
fear.
Goodness,
I-
fear. Is that what the termite queen?
Death can come at any. Death comes for us all. Death can come at any point.
Oh, well,
Was there anywhere else
suppose
to
that's-
go?
And you are inviting it.
I mean, it's sort of the natural progression of things, don't you think?
You're saying it's natural for these people to murder all of our dwarves?
No, I suppose not. But death happens.
Death happens in its time.
Yeah.
I am not
So
eager
hold
to
on,
die.
everyone. Wait for
Okay,
Mosesi
sorry.
here.
Pause.
I don't know where you guys went. I have no idea.
They went
Wait.
Sorry.
to catch you up.
Right.
Ah.
It went really fast.
You're just like blundering in the dark.
What was this again? This up here?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to describe that. So that is. It looks like a cave-in.
Ah.
It looks like
Oh.
Mm.
there's some. You can see a bit of a collapsed pillar.
Okay. We'll have to clear that out when we take this fortress.
You may have doomed the entire clan.
We're already doomed. Look around. All our people are dead. There's just but a handful of us left.
Exactly. Hmm.
Zoom.
Masessi's
zoom.
very wary. Massessi does not trust anything that's going on.
Mosesi needs to catch up with the others because they're really shuffling off.
Yeah, Massessi does not want to just run and shuffle off. So this is closed?
No, that's open. You've been able to go into the chamber. That's the chamber where you come back, you two. Get back here. I'm gonna haul you back up. There we go. Come back. Yeah, you've been able to go into this. This was the blue
Right.
line is the groove in the.
And it's still just a groove.
Yeah, it's. Yeah.
All right. and
Mosesi,
we-
stop dragging your tail. Let's go.
We don't see any of those elves or humans or anything like that over here.
No, you see doors on the. Well, no, you don't. It's very dark.
Like, you guys are.
Does
you
he
guys
have a
just
tail?
trusted elves. I
think
just
so.
want you to know that.
What are we
Well,
gonna
there's only
do?
One.
Do we- let's-
Easily overpowered.
DM, do we hate? Does our fortress hate elves? I feel like we would have had trade relations, or
I'm gonna leave it up to your discretion whether or not you hate elves. Hate as a broader in this universe dwarven cultural phenomenon, we'll say mild dislike for elves. But if you would like to be from a particularly elf-hating fortress, that is well within the parameters. of
I can
what
tell
is
you that
acceptable
Massessi has learned to trust and admire the dwarves, but he does not feel the same way about the other humanoid races.
but whose hearts taste better? Whose innards taste?
Massessi likes rotting innards.
Right.
So, okay.
Excellent. So is Massessi going to move on?
Well,
the others appear to be moving
I'm a
ahead.
little confused because the door should have opened down here, right? Why did they go that
No.
way? No.
There's a portcullis between the kill room and the statues, and then the outside room. There's another portcullis that's been closed that we need to somehow open at some point.
I'm confused. I thought
It's
that
like
the
an
door
8.
just opened.
If you draw an 8 in the middle, there'd be another portcullis. We're at the top of the 8, and then our people are on the bottom of the 8.
So where did those humans and elves go?
They were at the bottom of the 8, and they left.
And now we can't go back. Okay.
I promise this does make geographical sense. I can see the map.
Yeah. Yeah, Massessi does not like what's going on. I guess he's gonna. I guess he'll follow. If he can't, if there's not another way.
There is another way. There's through the chamber with all the statues.
I think that might be a mite bit dangerous.
Well, I thought that was. I'm sorry, because I thought that you were saying that that door was closed. I thought we just opened that. I was saying that we just opened that door, but you said that it wasn't open.
Which ping the door you were talking about.
Well, I can't see it. Here, hold on.
The door at the far end of the.
Well, I thought whatever
the
door
chamber,
was
the
down
one down
here.
Yeah.
I thought that's what we opened.
No. You were trying to open the drawbridge.
Right. I thought that was the drawbridge. No.
No.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll just keep going. I guess we'll go. Well, what way do you want to go? Because if there's another door to open, then we need to find out where that is,
let's
right?
cross that bridge when we get to it.
Well, wouldn't it
Mayhap
be-
we get back to our folks first and see if they're all right with all these weirdos coming out.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
You're a very cautious lizard.
Well, he can only see 60 feet in front of him, so.
I suppose so can we. Yeah.
Yeah, he can only see 40.
Oh, 40, right.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just shove you through the wall there. I'll
Another
set that up
tight
nicely
squeeze.
next time.
Oh, it's a bit tight.
Yeah, this was definitely not made by a dwarf.
Interesting.
It's
Somebody.
like a sort of natural, maybe, but
Wait,
not.
what?
Oh,
Dwarf
did I
would
come
never
across-
make
oh,
such
there.
a terrible tunnel.
Ceci is
yeah.
about ready to just flee the whole scene.
He's really not feeling the vibe, hey?
He thinks you may have just murdered all of us.
Well, let's take a little look-see. Hopefully the treasure hunters aren't going to treasure hunt our group. That would suck.
Oh, I'm outside, right? Can I see better?
Oh, yes, let me turn on vision. Hold on, stay.
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 Church.
Hold on. Vision. Vision.
Ha 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 ha.
Alrighty. I haven't set up the wagons on the thing. I'll do it. I'll do like the edge of the wagon.
So where are the wagons?
So the wagons
Oh,
are
down
down
here.
here-ish.
Okay. So what can we see when we turn this corner?
So you see the one that mashed her face up bars and self cleric
Mhm.
is sort of interacting. You can't really make out from that distance
Okay.
with some of the wounded dwarf.
Read
Cool.
culling. She's culling them.
I'm gonna try to like rush up as fast as I can. Like just
All
like,
right. Yeah.
I'm just
Ceci
like,
is cautious. How many are there? Can I say how many there are?
How many of the treasure hunters?
Yeah.
Yes. There's 3.
Oh, okay.
There's an elf with a bow. There is a human with some daggers, and there's a human with a sword and a shield, and that's the one that is tending to the.
All right. Ceci cautiously approaches.
Hello, the wagons.
I call out.
Hello, the dwarves greet you.
Okay, great.
Spirits are, they've been quite low for quite some time, but spirits are now bolstered by the fact that you appear, at least, it looks like they've finally found somewhere to rest, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're so cute and they're little.
Little sleeping bay.
Wait, are those
Oh.
are those they or are those our dwarves?
Those are your dwarves.
Okay.
These are wounded dwarves.
Right.
I didn't have the wagon on here, so I've got, like, the edge of the wagon.
Which one's the cleric?
Gotcha.
This is the cleric.
Ah,
This is one of your dwarves. I just thought we should
Ceci
have some understanding.
approaches the cleric and asks her, "Which god do you serve?"
Musesi, I told you not to ask that.
She turns and she very gravely says to you, I strive to bring balance to
Oh,
between life and death. And
Oh
I
no! Oh
help
no!
her- I help her find that balance. I am a cleric of Oaken.
I think Musesi has
now
to
Musesi.
immediately strike.
okay. All right.
Alrighty.
All right. Let's roll initiative.
Let's roll some initiative.
Hopefully, it catches her off guard.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can definitely have a surprise attack for that.
You explicitly did the thing I told you not to do. Millie will remember this.
I think the dwarves being healed will remember this. Let's do some GM rolling. Oh, it does your initiative automatically. That's nice. Okay. Oh, Beady treasure hunters here. Okay. So, you can have a surprise attack for that.
My initiative is 4, I think.
Yeah, but you can have a surprise round because you kind of initiated it. They were
These
just
numbers are
trying to
just
heal someone.
confusing me. It says 16 by me, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
you rolled a 16 on initiative, right?
No, I rolled 4.
Oh, so it normally automatically seems to update. Wait, Killjack, did you even roll? There we go. 12.
I think I can update my own though.
Yeah. Millie was 11. Yeah, cool. Okay.
All right. Yes, I will Warhammer. I'm just in, surprise and enraged Warhammer.
Oy.
Boom. Oh no.
Hold on.
12.
One moment.
I'm glad that wasn't the 5 or the natural one.
Generic stats. Because, like, is this in the monster manual? Did it bother putting humans in the monster manual? Hold on. Cool. Okie dokie. That hits.
Ooh. Did not expect that. Nice.
Is
Very
it nice?
For a given definition of nice. Masessis probably finds that nice. And it's a very satisfying smack as you hit her in the face, and she reels backwards.
With my Warhammer. I love it.
Alright, now we'll start the initiative. Kildrak.
DM, can I intimidate or persuade other player characters, or is that only for non-player?
You can sort of make the rolls and ask Graham to appropriately represent those.
I
Okay.
just forgot something. We can the the tavern brawler feat that we all have.
Yes.
I need to remember what that does, because it was.
So
Am I able to
that's the
grapple her?
improvised weapons.
Oh, it's only with improvised weapons.
I think that's the improvised weapons, or at least that was the intent. I believe, when we said that we could all start with that feat.
Yeah, we can all use improvised weapons, and when you hit someone with an improvised weapon, you can grapple them, I think.
For context for the viewers, everyone started with a certain dwarfy feat to allow for more dwarfy shenanigans.
Every character in the game, not just us.
Yeah. Everyone has this.
All right. Musesi, enough of this. We are down too many men. Immediately stop. All right, would that be intimidation? Ah, crap.
Yeah,
whatever.
that can be intimidation. You can roll it just to see how effective it is, but it's going to be up to. That's pretty scary, Graham. But your blood is up, and it is up to you how you respond.
So that's what I asked. So he does get a choice. Because non-player characters would be like, "Oh, that's a 17. I'll stop." But player characters, okay. So I'm just gonna shoot. I'm just gonna magic missile them then.
Okay. You can do that instead.
All right.
You got a magic
5
missile
times 5.
me? You magic missile
5
me?
times. Yeah, you.
Yeah,
15 points.
No, that's
Ouch.
not 15 points.
That is,
Yeah,
Oh,
5
I think
times
it
3.
is. 5 times 3.
Wait, don't you roll 3d4 plus 3?
No.
Each bolt is worth 5 damage.
Yeah,
That's-
and it's 3
Is
bolts.
that how it
Crazy.
works?
Yeah, magic missile is very strong in the
missile is
early
really
game.
Then you just killed
Yeah.
me. I'm dead.
Wait, no.
Or unconscious,
bleeding
right?
out.
Unconscious. You're not dead. Not 18 points.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not twice your hit points, so you're just bleeding out.
Wow.
All right.
You didn't- She
I
didn't
guess
let me
we'll
go down
say
the intimidation roll. I'm sorry.
I mean, you could have done the intimidation roll. It just would have been up to Graham to.
You trust
Respond to
this
that,
stranger
frankly.
more than you trust me.
She was healing our people. You come and hit somebody. You're bleeding out. You can't talk anyways.
You just killed me.
Okay. You are bleeding out. Next up, the human with the daggers is gonna go. What is this? And move protectively towards the other human. But not aggressive towards the rest of
Yeah, I
them.
was like, at least they didn't
What is
swing
going
at
on?
us.
And the elf is gonna like back up. I think it's the elf next. Oh no, the human cleric is just gonna reel backwards. Like, what is wrong with you? And I think the wounded dwarf is at this point gonna call out to you. What are you doing? Dwarf that was being healed
I
by
think
the
you
cleric.
need to
just
roll
smacked him
per
in the face.
dart. You can't just roll 1 damage for 1 dart and multiply it by 3.
Hold on, let me check. Ah.
A
You
dart.
create 3 darts.
A dart
Each
deals
dart-
1d4 plus 1 force damage.
That is a roll 3 times, it sounds like.
Sure.
Okay, roll twice more. We'll see if it'll probably still down. Necessity anyway. Roll it again.
Yeah, I'm
8.
down for sure.
Yeah. Okay. And I guess we'll drop out of initiative now, assuming that someone's going to stabilize. Necessity.
Sure. There's no more hostiles.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, does
What
someone
the
stabilize me? I mean, do I need to roll for stabilization?
Oh, Millie,
so
Millie.
I assume someone's going to stabilize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not, we'll start getting you to make.
Tie him up and then stabilize him.
All right.
I put a rope around him.
Okay.
Sure. Great. And I'll just do a nice little medicine check. I'm going to give him a bit of a rough slap across the
Okay.
scaled cheek. Wake up, you dumb lizard!
Am I awake?
Come to, Slay. You do
You have like
Oh.
0 health, or like 1 health, I guess, if you wake back up. I don't know how that exactly works.
I don't know.
This check is to stabilize.
Sure.
So
Okay. Then
But
maybe
I'll let you just like wake him up
I'll-
afterwards. It's
sure. I'll
you're in a
additionally
non-combat situation.
with my sort of yell, I'm gonna use healing word at the same time. Like I'm telling him like he's a dumb
Oh,
lizard,
nice.
but it's actually the
It's
healing.
actually a healing world.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, my words are "you dumb lizard," and you feel a little glow.
They're very healing words.
Yeah,
Not
but you are
healing the party
tied.
emotionally, but physically.
tied.
yeah.
You're tied
I
up.
squirm. I yell out in a very loud lizardy fury.
Okay. The cleric just like is just staring like what's wrong with your friend?
I'm afraid he's a bit out. He just ate quite a bit of a ghoul. So he might be having a bit of a tummy ache.
This is not a comforting thing to say.
Oh right,
Jeez.
yeah.
Comforted.
Listen,
Oh yeah, sure. You can say yours.
Ceci shouts out, "Acolyte of Oaken, you will know death. You will know the power of Ugeth, your true god." And squirms more. Tries to
Musesi,
get
that
Oaken
is-
is my god and my only god. She
Okay.
is balance and death. She balances the cycle of life and death as it should be.
Musesi shouts, "Kill her! Kill her! Kill her!"
Musesi,
well-
you can do as you wish on your own time outside of these lands, but these are dwarven lands,
Musesi
and they are
tries-
helping dwarven people. You need to resolve your issues within
She's
100
this-
leagues from here,
Which one
not
is she?
here.
This one?
Which one?
Is she this one?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Masesi tries to lunge forward and attack her with his bite.
Great. You're like all
Okay.
tied up. That's great. I
You're all
love
tied
that.
up. But do you know what? Roll it anyway, just in case you crit.
with my Fang Ma attack.
That has to be
Just make
disadvantage.
Just like a strength.
Yeah,
Roll a
let's see how it
strength
goes.
check.
Well,
Let's see,
I
like,
have a
how
mouth attack, a bite attack.
Yeah,
But
but you're
you're-
not next to her, so you have to like
Right.
wiggle your way over.
It's like
Right,
8
I would like
feet away, I guess, is
lunge.
one.
I would lunge and bite at her.
Yeah, it's the lunge that I'm gonna make you roll for because you're tied up.
And it's strength.
Cool.
I mean, it can be
Okay,
something
that's
else.
fine.
Like dexterity, I guess.
Strength is good.
There should be a check involved here.
18.
Okay.
Holy
So you
moly.
managed to like throw yourself forward while still tied up. And, sure, you can make a bite attack.
Oh.
You
2.
miss. Steps out of the way. and
You
the,
gator!
I probably
the
would have
human
had
with the dagger
disadvantage
steps
on that anyway.
protectively in front of her.
I grab the ropes that he's attached to and drag him far.
Okay.
We've got to have a chat about religious tolerance.
Yeah, let's take him over here and have a little chat with him.
Okay.
Can we just
All
throw
right.
him in the pit over here?
No.
All right, you lizard. Listen, they were trying to help. What are you going off about? Trying to kill these guys?
You must kill her, or Ugat will kill us all.
All right, you tell me. What would she have done?
Ugat will
What
kill us all.
bad was she? Are you so sure?
Ugat demands the acolytes of Oaken be destroyed.
Why is that?
They are false. There is only one true goddess of death.
Well, then, by your logic, maybe they just don't know the true name, and you've got to teach them the true name of their god. Maybe you both worship the same god. They don't know the real name.
Oh, Musesi spits at you.
Ah, you dang!
Is it acidic or
No.
is it just spit?
It's just lizard spit.
It's just regular.
With a
Just
bit of
lizard.
ghoul.
Okay, yeah, with a bit of ghoul bile.
You lizard!
I am gonna punch him, I think. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Millie's feeling a
Advantage?
little bit
Yeah.
like she's lost her temper a little bit with this guy. I think it's just a simple to hit.
a simple
I don't know.
melee attack.
Yeah,
You-
I suppose that'd just be like I'm just gonna do a strength saving throw weirdly, and then, or I guess that's not because I'd add proficiency, so that'd be
Does-
+2.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
got 9.
Take
Oh.
Take a single damage from my little fist.
I'm gonna knock some sense into you, lizard. We can't go killing everyone who's being nice to us.
She is an acolyte of Oaken.
Yeah, I heard that. We all heard that. Did you know that I'm kind of also an acolyte of Oaken?
I say while he's tied up.
Musesi's eyes go wide.
Did he take any damage from that, or did she just
I
slap
mean,
him?
he took a bludgeoning
one
bludgeon.
damage.
I have a very
One.
small fist.
I just get right into his face. Memories of past wars you see just flaring in my eyes.
Oh no, he has
You-
post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, I kind of go blank a little bit. This is not okay. Our clan needs these people. They are helping, and you are not. So that means you lose. So
Let
you
me-
will stop right now.
Let me go. Let me go.
Oh, only 9. Oh.
Do you know what? That was take an inspiration. There's not much time left to use it, but take.
I
an
don't know. How do I use my inspiration?
So,
What's an inspiration do?
So inspiration is a thing that you get given by the GM just like randomly. It's like a little token, and you can use it to get an advantage on a roll.
Okay,
Mhm.
so I'll take my 16 then? Or roll again.
You're gonna do it right then, yeah.
Do you know what? Sure. That's-
19. There you go.
There we go.
But that's not against my. I don't have like a DC or anything, right?
You have your passive insight, I suppose, which is that's what I would use for an NPC in this
Passive
situation.
insight.
So feel free to roleplay that appropriately, Graham. This is very, very intimidating. Whether or not it's intimidating enough to snap you out of your rage, that is, your discretion.
Let me go. I cannot travel with you.
All right, I throw him over. I drag him to the pit.
Oh God, this is degrading. All right.
I throw him over it. I'm done with him.
I want to strongly discourage you from doing this.
To be clear, there are big rats in the dry moat.
Delicious rats.
Okay, fine. Hanging him over it is part of my intimidation too.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay, take another. Feel free to take another intimidation. You're dangling him over the edge of the pit. Take a roll with advantage. So that's a 13. Roll with advantage for dangling him over.
What do you
So
want?
I guess that'd be the 13 then.
Yeah.
Okay, so 13.
Listen, Lizard. You and I have gotten along just fine until you found out that maybe I was also an Oaken feller. We got along fine.
And nothing
if
you
19
can do,
didn't do it, yeah,
nothing,
I just throw him over.
Nothing you can do to me will be worse than what Ugath will do to me.
Well, maybe it's time to convert then.
All right, so DwarfComic, you're.
I'm following Millie's lead, but I really at like 2 seconds will throw him into the spit.
Okay. Let me send a message in chat when if and when you decide to log me, just so that it cuts through the RP here.
Okay.
Mr. Lizard, you've got to understand. I'm tolerant of you.
Let me go. Let me go. I will run. I will flee.
He's dangling you over a pit. If he lets you go right now, you'll be running with the rats.
Let me go. I will leave this fortress. I will leave you alone for now.
I really don't like this. I feel like you're giving up on us.
I cannot travel with an acolyte of Oaken. My goddess will destroy me.
She hasn't yet, and we've been traveling together for a few weeks.
You do not know my goddess.
Apparently she doesn't know about me. We'll just keep it our little secret.
You turn your ways, change your ways, embrace the embrace Ugath, embrace her I'm not RPing well here. I can't think of the word. She tries to get you to convert to believe in Ugath.
As you're dangling over a pit, half dead, brought
like
back from the life,
and raging. Grim, can I assume that your character has been
dead before?
preaching Ugath? Like you've been preaching all this time, like while we've been traveling?
Masesi suddenly, yeah.
Okay.
Masesi suddenly. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that I'm just kind of assuming that because then my character would kind of know some of the principles of Ugath and understand some of the religious stuff, I guess. Probably, right?
Yeah, I would have definitely been trying to convince you,
Jeez.
Anybody, any living thing.
Talking about Ugath.
Yeah.
So Masesi's dangling and he's looking down. He suddenly turns. Yeah.
After you.
He turns to Kildrak, and he looks a little more calm, and he says, "Let me go."
I'm gonna look at Kildrak.
It is at this point that the human, not cleric, the human with the daggers, approaches. And she says, "We've treated all your friends. Should we go?"
This is not really a good time. We're having a bit of a moment.
Listen, we're gonna leave now. We've administered the treatment that we can.
That's very kind of you.
and we're gonna leave now. Okay.
I'm just gonna go one closer to him. Him, right? Or her?
Him.
Him. And I'm gonna be like, by the way, did you actually find any treasure in there?
No, nothing really. We looked around the entrance, but we couldn't get much further than that. There was this portcullis in the way. It looked like treasure in and of itself, though. It was spectacular.
I'm just squinting at him, seeing if he's telling the truth.
Roll an insight. Seems reasonable.
All right then. You're free to go.
And as they're
Backs
leaving,
up.
I yell, "You're welcome to our dinner table at any time in this fortress. Thank you for your help."
Sorry about the bump on the head.
Will you drop
Alright.
me in now, Kildrak?
Do you want me to try? What? You can have your beliefs, you can have your ways, but there is no killing on dwarven lands, especially at a time like this. We've lost 90% of our people. This is not okay. Why do you think this is the time to have these discussions?
I do this not for you or for your people. I do this for my god. The termite
And that's where
queen.
we differ. My
Well-
ideals are towards my clan and my people.
Mosesi looks at Millie, tries to do an insight check as to whether or not she's telling the truth about believing in Oaken.
Go for it.
I just assumed she was telling the truth.
Yeah.
I was like, if that's the truth, we're never going to get done here.
That's
Yeah,
insight,
exactly.
Okay. Masesi, can you not Masesi? Millie, can you make a deception roll? This is
actually,
deception, after all.
I am not lying.
Right? Oh.
I am like I believe in the Force. Like you know how elves in Dwarf Fortress believe in the Force, and I think both gods closely align with that. Like the force of nature and the sort of the cycle. I think they're both in the same category.
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
Okay.
I am telling the truth.
Okay.
Seems like
And
Millie's
I'm
telling the
lying.
truth.
Yeah, like I just have like kind of like an open
Yeah,
philosophy about
Yeah,
the
it
way
is-
that these gods operate.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Yeah, it's not a lie.
So I don't know how to. Yeah.
Okay. Masesi looks at you and says, you must renounce her.
No, I just shake them. No, we're not having these conversations. Like, I just shake them around pretty violently. No, we're not talking about that anymore. Are you going to help this fortress, or are you going to leave?
So, okay.
This is like untenable. I love it.
Sorry, I'm reading.
What?
Sorry, I'm messaging Graham.
Oh, okay. I
With
thought he pulled out
whispers.
like a book in the middle of this. He's just
No.
I've been whispering Graham. I'm sending it to you as you realize, like as you notice these things.
Yeah.
Everybody else's whisper. I haven't got any cool whispers yet.
Hmm.
Oh, here I'll whisper you.
Yes.
Whisper. Oh, can I just use your name? DwarfComic.
I think you need to use Kildrak.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I did get.
Do you boy, yeah. Let I don't know. Necessity trying to think of how Necessity would interpret this stuff, but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I'm not really helping the situation.
right. I'm-
Listen, Mosesi, I'd no sooner ask you to renounce your goddess. And you really shouldn't ask me to renounce mine, because really, in a way, I also believe in your goddess. I'm just a little more open-minded about the nature of gods in this world.
Masesi looks at you. It's still, he's a little more calm now, and he says, "Your nature is in conflict. You know not what you say."
Nature is always in conflict, if you think about it.
I'm leaving it up to the
Ooh.
to the dice. Oh, that's not a good strength.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
It wasn't my decision. It was the dice.
To do what?
Okay, so Masesi's kind of heavy.
Yeah, I am. I weigh. I weigh. It's on here. I weigh 245 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
Masesi is a large. You've been
6'10",
dangling Masesi
yeah.
for quite a while over the edge of this dry moat.
No, can I do like a reflex save? Like, can I try to grab him?
Oh.
Yeah, I'll let you make some kind of dexterity check to try to grab Masesi.
It's not gonna be good.
No, you just
All right.
fumble.
The dice.
Masesi.
Masesi doesn't seem to be
Masesi-
too scared, and he kind of splays his arms out and waiting for
You're
something to
tied up,
happen.
but
Oh, right, I can't do that, but he
Yeah.
doesn't look too
He
scared.
would.
He doesn't
So
look
are
too
you
scared.
dropping off the edge of this map?
Oops.
Oops, sorry.
30
I'll move the
feet.
background. Yep, 30 feet. Let's calculate our fall damage, everyone. I hope you will like fall damage.
Yeah, love it.
Let me find that.
I think the bridge collapsing what scared me and made me.
Yeah, it scared me too.
I mean, it was
got it.
already down. That's how the cleric and everyone got out in the first place, I think.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I just saw it.
Okay.
I'm gonna call out
Mosese!
as you fall.
So that is going to be 2d6.
That's not bad.
Am I rolling that?
Yeah.
I'm probably
So
gonna.
nothing for the first 10 feet, and then
whoops.
1d6 per 10 feet. Okay, so 2d6.
Probably gonna die here. Yeah.
7. You're bleeding out
Yes, I'm
at the
bleeding
bottom
out.
of the moat,
Whoops.
and it's full of hungry-looking giant rats that I mentioned earlier.
Mm.
Should we end this session here for today?
It's a pretty good cliffhanger.
Graham, we need to
Literal.
talk about that backup character.
Yes, I have a feeling I may need that backup character.
Okay. Thank you to everyone who joined us.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks for watching.
Jeez.
Oh, Masesi.
Oh, Masesi.
I really like Miss
I love
Essie's
Miss Essie.
pretty good character.
A
what
19
happens.
intimidation, and you're still just like
Yeah.
do.
Well,
He's a zealot. He's crazed.
yeah.
That's when I was
mean,
like, all right, this
he
isn't gonna work.
believes, he truly believes that if he defies his goddess, that she will kill him immediately. Like he lives
And I
in
guess he's
constant
right.
fear of Ugeth.
Masesi just fell into a pit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she killed him. It was beyond my control.
Truly.
Back to our
Okay.
people.
Cool. Thanks for playing.
Yeah,
thanks.
thank
Let
you
us-
so much.
Yeah, we enjoyed playing with you.
Yeah. See you, everybody.
See what happens next time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Thanks for watching.